Self-love and self-care indefinitely overlap, as do mindset and mindfulness. Here on Planning, Positivity and Purpose, I'm going to give you the tools to fill up your toolkit to live a positive and purposeful life. Today, I'm going to be talking about anchors and how we can use them to bring more positivity into our life, simultaneously while adding to our performance too, as we will use them to work on being in control of positive states, which of course helps us with the performance of day-to-day activities, from work tasks to getting chores done. Action, action, action. First of all, what is an anchor? An anchor is a stimulus that we can use to recall a certain feeling, thought or state, a positive state. Which brings me on to something I want to look at first. As some of you may be thinking, well, isn't that a trigger? A trigger, on the other hand, calls forth a certain kind of behaviour or a certain kind of reaction. From my personal experiences too, language is everything. The word trigger to me is also a trigger, and in mainstream culture and its day-to-day use, trigger has so many negative connotations. In the past, suffering with my mental health, I had always seen the word trigger as something that sets off negative behaviours and coping mechanisms. So the word trigger was a trigger, as I simply associated it with the negative. So I personally now choose to stay clear of this word in my personal life, as the same way I substitute depression for low mood when I talk about it on a day-to-day basis. As for me, it feels it's a situation rather than a state that's inside me and I can't control. What's important to remember is that everyone is different, and language too, as most things, is relative. What I want to do is share and give things that may have a slot in your toolbox. You might even just take pieces from today, not the whole thing, which could fit perfectly into an area that has had a missing part. So, anchor. Feeling, thought, state. Anchors can happen consciously and subconsciously, and stimuli can be a range of senses. You could see a playground, hear a particular song, smell a certain food, and feel the emotions you felt at the time of a happy memory you associate with it. Like when you smile when you see a photo of someone that you love, or you smell your favourite childhood meal. The great thing about anchors is you can consciously program them too. I'm briefly going to teach you a method that has served me well and many of my students that have implemented this strategy. First thing I want you to do is pick 3 words that describe how you feel at your best, or your 3 core values that drive your purpose. I explain how to do this more in Reflect. Use these 3 words as the label on 3 alarms on your phone that go on throughout the day. Make sure you pick 3 convenient times for these alarms to go off. Like I always tell younger people, make sure it's not during school, as I will not be your scapegoat to get your phone back if confiscated. Now, we need to pick our anchor. You can use one of the sounds your phone comes with, but make sure you do not use an alarm that has ever brought any kinds of negative emotions or previous alarms you have dreaded to wake up to. This sound is going to anchor the positive state that these 3 words bring out in you. Or you can pick a song that motivates you and already anchors these positive states in you. So you'll hear that sound, you'll read that words on that visual cue and feel how you feel when you're in those states. I usually have one as my alarm in the morning, as a standard ringtone is boring for me, one midday or after school, and one in the evening close to when I wind down for the evening, so I'm in a positive, happy state before sleep. Perfect for dreaming big. So, if you want to learn more about anchoring from an NLP perspective through one-to-one coaching, head over to my website to make a booking, or you can sign up for a free discovery call now. Here today, I taught you a simple anchor that you can do yourself, keep it in the toolkit, and keep moving forward in our constant journey of self-discovery and growth.